Hello, CSEC scholars. Welcome to another live CSEC class. This evening, we're going to find out how to simplify algebraic expressions. And these mostly will include rational expressions or fractions with variables in them. So without any further ado, I'm going to play the schedule of live classes, and then we're going to go right into simplifying algebraic expressions or rational expressions. Hello CSEC math students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now in this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything, make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars, did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand. Okay, and let me welcome my scholars, Imani, John.
Hi, Miss.
Good night, Miss.
Asa. Good night and welcome. How are you guys?
Miss, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm great too. A little bit tired, but
Yes, Miss.
yeah, I'm used to that. I love your hair.
Thank you, Miss. Miss, it's just a curly. I'm going to pull it out soon.
Okay, I like it.
I like it. It's cute.
Yes, it is cute. All right, so let me share my screen and let's look at what we're doing tonight. You notice how many, oh my screen is so crowded. So which one is it? No, blah, 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 blah. I think it's that one. I always have so many things up. All right, so simplifying algebraic expressions. And these are rational expressions. So these, most of them will involve fractions that have variables in them, x, y, w, whatever. And we're going to simplify them. So we're not actually solving anything. We're not going to find what is x, what is y, and so on. We're just simplifying it, condensing it, compacting it. In some cases, we might have to do a little expansion first, and then we factorize and whatever to get it in its simplest form. So here goes. Lord help me, which one? This one. I need to close some of these tabs. All right, so who wants to take the first one? We have
Me, Miss.
So Imani wants to take the first one. All right. Hold on. What did I do? All right. So go ahead, Imani.
Okay, Miss. So the first thing we want to do is get a common multiple of the denominators 2 and m, and a common multiple
Mhm.
for them would be 2m. So we're going
Mhm.
to put 2m as the common denominator.
So
And
2m.
yes, miss. And then we're going to say 2 into 2m, and that goes m times. So 3 plus 2 times m is, so that would be 3m plus 2m.
Can we just add the 3 plus 2 since they're
Oh, sorry. That would be 5m.
okay?
And then we're going to put m into 2m, and that goes 2 times. So it would be minus 3 times 2, which is 6.
Mhm.
And this that can't be simplified any further because
All
they're
right.
they
So
are something.
okay. So this cannot be simplified any further. If there was a number that other than 1 that could go into the 6, the 2, and the 5, we could cancel. Some people would say, well, why don't you cancel the 2 and the 6? But in order to do that, we would have to have a number here that 2 can also cancel, right? Or somebody might say, well, there are 2 m's. Why don't you just cancel the m's? Same thing. There's no m here, so we can't cancel the m's. Whenever you have terms set out like this, where 2 terms at the top, 1 at the bottom, or 2 at the bottom, 1 at the top, whichever, and you want to cancel, whatever you choose must be common to all 3 terms or whatever number of terms there are. So this is as simple as it gets. This is our answer. All right. So who wants to take number 10?
Me, miss.
Imani, you can't do all of them. All right,
Why
John
not?
or Asar, who wants to do?
It's
You want to
John.
do it, John? All right,
Yes,
John,
I
go
want to do
ahead.
it. Okay,
All
let me see. It'd
right.
be expressed as 2p.
2p
Yes, miss.
for the LCM.
Oh, q.
2
Oh,
cube.
oh, 2q. Sorry, miss.
Oh, 2q. Uh-huh.
It's 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so miss, 2 into q goes 1 times, so miss, it'd be times q. So it'd be 3pq plus,
It goes q time, right?
yes, miss,
So 3p times q, and that's 3p
q.
q.
Yes, miss.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, plus, okay, so miss, q into q, 2 into 2q goes 2 times this. So times
Mm-hmm.
2. So it would be plus 2p.
Okay.
Yes, miss. And that miss, we can add that miss because it has a like term.
Add what?
Other miss.
Hmm?
The other miss.
Oh, so you change your mind. So these are 3 different terms. This
Yes.
has a P, this has a P, but we can add them because this don't have a Q. So P is different from PQ, right? You
Yes.
can't add you can't add P and PQ or Q and PQ. You can't combine those. You can multiply them or divide them, but you can't add. So this is as simple as it gets. And even though this is a 2, that's a 2, we can't cancel the 2's because this doesn't have a multiple that 2 can divide into. All right, Asar, so this one is yours, number 11.
Okay. The LCM is 2i,
All right.
and y into 2y goes 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
Y into 2y goes 2 times again, and
So what do I do with the 2? So
you
y goes into 2y 2 times. What do I do with that 2?
you multiply it by 5.
All right, so 5 times 2, and that gives
10
10.
minus 7 times 2.
So this y into the 2y goes 2 again. And 7 times 2 is
14
14.
plus 1 times y. So plus y.
So don't skip any steps.
I'm not skipping.
So tell me how you got that y.
2
So 2.
2y 2 into 2y goes y times
So you skipped a step then. And 1 times y is,
y.
all right. So where do we go from there?
And you put an equal sign and get negative 4 plus y over 2y.
So 10 minus 14 is negative 4. And then we have the plus y over 2y. Can that be simplified any further?
No, miss.
No. Okay, so that's our answer. All right. So, madam, it's your turn again.
Okay, miss. So the last common multiple for 3 and 2a would be 6a, miss. So 3 into 6a goes 2a times. So 2 times 2a would be 4a.
So that's 4a.
And then plus 2a into 6a goes 3 times. So we're going to multiply a minus 3 by 3, which would be 3a minus 6.
So we have to bracket it, right? Because all of
Yeah,
these two. So it will
are
be
multiplied
3a
by 3.
minus 6. And that gives,
Means 7a minus 6 over 6a.
so 4a plus 3a gives 7a. And then we have the minus 6 over
6a.
6a. Can that be simplified any further?
No, miss.
All right. Thank you, John. Number 13.
You can say we over y minus 2 over y minus 2. Okay? Miss, this is kind of it's. I don't really know how to do it. Miss, can you please give me a hint? This.
All right, you have to make sure that each denominator is represented in the LCM.
That means 2y. Sorry, miss, 6y. 6y.
No, so the LCM would be y and y minus 2.
Oh,
That's the LCM.
okay.
All right.
It's just,
So y into y times y minus 2.
it's,
The y's would cancel and you'd be left with y minus 2, right?
it's just,
And that's what you'd multiply this by.
okay, so miss,
So
y minus 2 times.
3 times y minus 2.
It's just,
All right. And y minus 2 into these, it would cancel itself out, leave y, right?
yes, miss.
So that's 2 times y. All right, so simplify that now.
Okay, miss, the 3y minus 6 minus 2y
So 3y minus 6 minus 2y all
over
over y
minus bracket y
minus
minus
2.
2. Yes.
Okay.
So this it would be 3y minus 2y, miss, and you leave with y, so miss it would be y minus 6 over y bracket y minus 2.
Okay. Okay, very good, John. All right, Asar, number 14.
Number 14. So the LCM would be a minus 3 multiplied by a.
All right, so a times A minus 3.
And 2 into a minus 3 will go.
A minus 3 into these. So this is, remember, this is a denominator. So this into that would cancel out this, right?
So it'll be negative 3.
So a minus 3 cancel out the a minus 3, we're left with a. So it's 2 times a. All right. And then a into a times a minus 3 would cancel out the a. This a would cancel out that a. So we're left with this times this. 3 times a minus 3. So expand that now.
So 2a plus 3a minus 9.
So 2a plus 3a minus 9.
Over a squared minus 3a.
No, don't expand it.
Oh.
A minus 3. Simplify the numerator.
So 2 plus 3 minus
2a plus 3a would be what?
5a minus 9.
So 5a minus 9
Over a times a minus 3.
Okay. All right. Imani, I have to keep checking because my mouse double click sometimes. All right, so this one is yours, Imani.
Okay, so the LCM would be x and x plus 1. So x bracket x plus 1. And so x into x bracket x plus 1 would give x plus 1. So 3 times x plus 1 means would be 3x plus 3.
Hold on, don't expand it yet.
Oh, okay.
For this first.
And x plus 1 into x and x plus 1 would leave x, and 4 times, so it would be 4 times x, which is 4x. So now we're going to expand the brackets, and it would be 3x plus 3 plus 4x over x and x plus 1. And so it would be 7x plus 3 over x and x plus 1.
So 7x plus 3 over x
And x plus 1.
X plus 1. All right,
Yes.
so you guys catch on really fast.
Yes.
I know you haven't done this before. John? John?
Okay, so Miss. Yes, Miss, I'm here. Miss would be Miss would find the LCM should be x minus x negative 1 plus x
That's the LCM. All right, so what do we do from here?
After that, we will put, okay, so Miss 2 into x minus 1 is that
No.
x.
This you're dividing into the denominator.
X minus 1 into x minus 1 is, that would leave with 1. That would leave with 1.
No, listen, John. X minus 1 into all of this will cancel out the x minus 1 and we're left with x plus 1. The x minus 1 would cancel out the x minus 1 and we're left with this. So it's 2 times this. So it's 2 times x plus 1.
Okay.
And then
This is the
the x plus
minus.
1 into both of these would cancel the x plus 1.
That should be
So what would we have
3.
here?
It's 3 times x minus 1.
All right.
So it should be 2x plus 2 minus 3x minus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the like terms are the 2x and the 3x. So 2x minus 3x gives you negative x. And positive 2 minus 3 gives you a negative 1. So it should be negative x minus 1 over x minus 1 and x plus 1.
I think we could probably simplify this up here. If we pull out a negative 1, right?
Yes,
If we pull out a negative 1, we can factorize this. And we would have negative 1 x plus 1, right? You follow?
oh, yes,
If we
miss.
factorize it, okay? And then we'd have x minus 1,
Yes, miss. It's the
x
x
plus 1.
times x.
Right, so
Wait, miss,
this
don't
now can
cover that,
cancel.
please.
So that can cancel that. I'm just trying to simplify it. So I'm saying we can factorize this. Negative 1 is a common factor. Do you see that? Negative 1 is a common factor. Do you see?
Oh, yes,
So
miss.
if we pull negative 1 to the front, we're left with a positive x and a positive 1.
Oh,
You follow?
oh, okay.
So now we can use this x plus 1 to cancel that x plus 1. So the final answer is negative 1 over x minus 1. You see?
Yes,
You
miss.
follow?
Yes, miss.
All right, so that was John. So Asar,
Yes, miss.
all right, so what would you do for this one?
Expressed as a single fraction. So we subtract them. The lowest common multiple of x squared and of x minus 1 and x squared minus 1 is x cubed minus 1. X cubed plus 1.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Do you recognize what this is here?
It's the square subtraction of squares.
The difference of squares.
Yeah.
How would we rewrite the difference of squares? X squared minus 1 would be written as what?
X minus 1, x plus 1.
All right, x minus 1, x plus 1. So we're going to replace this by this, okay? So it will be 4 over x minus 1 minus 3 over x minus 1, x plus 1. So the LCM, because this has a x minus 1 as well. So the LCM is just that, x plus 1, x minus 1. That's the LCM. Because this factor is already represented in this. All right, so using this as the LCM, so continue now. So divide it by this.
So x minus 1 to x minus 1 goes 1 times.
All right, so that
So
cancel out. So we're left with this, right?
we're left with 4.
So that's 4 times this. All right.
And x minus 1 bracket x plus 1 into that thing up there goes 1 times.
So we still have
So
the 3 times 1, right?
yes, miss.
All right. So expand the bracket now.
4x plus 4 minus 3
4x plus 4 minus 3.
over x minus 1 x plus 1.
And this gives what?
4x plus 1 over x minus 1 x plus 1.
4x plus 1, x minus 1, x plus 1. Okay. Thank you, Asar. Imani?
Okay, miss. So for this one, the denominator would be x minus 3 and a bracket x 3 minus x. And so, miss, now x minus 3 into the denominator would leave 3 minus x. So it would be 2x times 3 minus x. So 3 minus x will be in the bracket. And then for the 3 minus x into the denominator, that would give you x minus 3. So it would be plus 6 bracket x minus 3.
Okay.
And now we're going to expand the brackets to get the numerator. So 2x times 3 is 6x minus 2x squared, since 2x times negative x is negative 2x squared. Then we're going to have plus 6 times x is 6, and 6 times negative 3 is
6x.
negative 18. Sorry, 6x, and 6 times 3 is negative 18. All over
So
x.
let's simplify this first. Let's simplify this
Okay.
first.
So 6x plus
All
6x
right.
is 12x. Oh, let's put the
So it's
negative 2x squared.
negative 2x
Yeah.
squared
Plus
plus 12x.
x minus 18.
All right. Simplify it. Reduce it.
Okay, miss. So one thing that can go into all of them is 2. So it would be 2 into negative 2x squared is negative x squared, and 2 into 12 is positive 6x. 2 into 12x is positive 6x, and 2 into negative 18 is negative 9. Yes, miss. So that
All
would
right.
all
Can that be factorized?
factorize.
Um, can we factorize this quadratic?
Oh, yes, miss. Well, miss, as in like the
So
multiply the two.
negative 1 times negative 9,
Oh, yes.
that gives what? 9.
9, miss, and two numbers
So
that
which factors of 9 add to give
3 and
6?
3, miss.
All right, so it will be negative x squared plus 3x plus 3x minus 9, and that would factorize to give what?
Miss, that would factorize to give. So that's negative. That's x plus. Oh, sorry,
Negative
x
x,
minus. Oh, negative x, and
negative
negative
x,
x squared is x minus 3, and the second part would be 3, so it would be x minus 3. So it would be negative x plus 3 and x minus 3.
So negative x plus 3
And
and
x
x.
minus.
So that's what we have at the top, right?
Yes, miss. So it could cancel
And the
out the.
negative x plus 3 can be written as 3 minus x.
Yes, miss. So it all cancels down to 1.
Yeah. Because we can replace all of this now by, we can replace all of that now by the, so what we have is at the top, x minus 3 and 3 minus x at the top. I'm saying the right thing and I'm writing foolishness. 3 minus x at the top and the same thing at the bottom.
Yes,
So
miss.
as Imani says, it's all gonna cancel itself out now to
1 whole.
1. Yeah. So we're going to have to go over this. So we're saying this cancels that and this cancels that. So are we left with this one? All right. So this one was a little more complex. So let's take it from the top. But let me check the chat to see if anybody posting any answers and stuff. All right. So I'm seeing Jamani. I'm seeing Zion. I'm seeing Regina. I want to welcome all of you scholars. And if you are getting it, I want you to say, I'm getting it. If you're not getting it, I want you to say, Miss, I'm not getting it. This one in particular had some more complexity to it than the ones we've been doing so far. So I'm going to go over it. So what we started with 2x over x minus 3 plus 6 over 3 minus x. Tell me something, Imani.
Yes, miss.
When I move my cursor here, you seen the cursor?
No, miss.
Okay.
I stopped
Because
seeing it last night either, but since you were writing at the same
right,
time.
yeah, I realized when I was showing the PEP students and they're saying, but Miss, we're not seeing anything moving. So when I have it on the regular PowerPoint, you can see it. When
Okay,
I
miss.
have it on this slideshow, you can't see it.
Yes,
All
miss.
right, so I'm just gonna be talking. I can't point to anything, right?
Yes, miss.
So the first thing we did then, we wrote the LCM. So the LCM is x minus 3 and 3 minus x, and those are two different terms. X minus 3 is a completely different term from 3 minus x. So we have to represent each term in the LCM. So the LCM is x minus 3 times 3 minus x. So of course, just as with any fraction, we divide the LCM by each of the denominators. So when we divide the LCM by x minus 3, we're left with 3 minus x, and we multiply the 2x by that. And that gave us 6x minus 2x squared, which we wrote over on the left-hand side. When we divided the LCM by the 3 minus x, we're left with x minus 3, and we multiply the 6 by that. And that gave us 6x minus 18. So now I realize that's going to give us a quadratic. So that's why I put it to the left. And I said, let's work this quadratic first. Rather than keep writing the LCM all the time, let's just take the quadratic to the side, work it and see if it can be factorized, because not all quadratics can be factorized. So when we simplified it, 6x plus 6x gave us 12x, and we know that's the middle term. And we had the negative 2x squared, and we have minus 18. We simplified that. So We divided all the terms by 2 since 2 was a common factor. And we got negative x squared plus 6x minus 9. Now that quadratic expression can be factorized because negative 1 times negative 9 is 9. And the two numbers that multiply to give 9 and add to give the middle term 6 are 3 and 3, positive 3 and positive 3. So we replace the 6x with 3x and 3x and factorize. So if you're not sure how to factorize, we have many videos on factorizing quadratics. Just go on the channel and look those up. All right, so eventually we factorized it to 3 minus x and x minus 3. So that was our numerator. And in the denominator already we had that same thing because the LCM was 3 minus x and x minus 3. So we realized that it all cancels out. It all cancels itself out. So the final answer is 1. All right, John, it's your turn.
Okay. So we have got 3t minus 1 minus 2 over 2t plus 1. So means it be 3 bracket 3t minus 1 and the next one will be 3t plus 1.
2t plus 1.
Yes, 2. 2t plus 1.
Okay.
Okay. So means we multiply the 3 times 3 brackets 2t plus 1 minus.
Why? Why did I do that?
Well, it's because
Don't skip any steps, explain.
isn't it?
Explain.
I'm saying don't skip any steps. I want you to explain step by step. So how we get this up here, the 3 times 2t plus 1?
It's because the 3t minus 1 cancels itself.
So we divided the LCM by the 3t minus 1. And it cancelled out 3t minus 1 and left back 2t plus 1. And we multiply that by the numerator. All right, continue.
Okay. So it'd be minus 2 bracket 3t plus 1.
Plus 1.
Oh, sorry, minus 1.
All right. All right, so what do I do from there?
Okay, so from there we would expand the brackets. So it'd be 60 plus 3 minus 60 minus 2.
So 3 times 2t would give 60. 3 times 1, that's how I want you to do it, John, step by step. You're taking it for granted that everybody understands. All right, and what we have after now?
Okay, so 60 plus 3 minus 60
Negative
minus
2 times 3t.
yes, that negative 60.
Yeah, tell me what you're doing, Bridget.
Okay, miss minus 2. Okay, so let me put the like terms together, miss. It is
John.
60.
John,
Yes,
I am at negative 60. I got negative 2
plus
times 3t gives negative 60. What do I do after that?
this is the negative 2 times the negative 1, miss, and that would give
Okay.
a positive 2.
Okay, all right.
Okay,
I will
so
put this back over the LCM.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
okay, so just the like term times are 60. And okay, this is 60 minus 60. This I use this. This that will even me. So wait, 3 plus 2 is it will give you 5
Okay, so 5.
over 3t minus 1 bracket 3t plus 1.
Okay. Is that my final answer?
Yes, Miss, that's the final answer.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
All right, Imani, number 20.
Miss
Iman.
Asar didn't get this chance.
Oh, sorry. Sorry,
Um,
sorry.
so the LCM is b minus 5 times b plus 3.
All right, so b minus 5, b plus 3.
And b minus 5 into b minus 5 and b plus 3 goes b plus 3 times. So b times b plus 3 at the top.
Okay.
And b plus 3 into the LCM goes b minus 5 times. So 2 times b minus 5.
Okay.
And then if you multiply the numbers at the top, you get b squared plus 3b minus 2b minus 10.
Is that a minus 10?
Yes, miss.
Negative 2 times negative 5.
Or, oh, I thought it was minus 2.
Minus 2, negative 2.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So
Right,
plus
so that's a
10.
positive 10. All right. Let's simplify this quadratic and see if something can be done with it first.
So b squared plus b plus 10.
Can that be factorized?
So b times 10.
1 times 10, that's 10. Okay, so it can't be factorized. All right. That can't be factorized. So we'll put that at the top then, right?
Yes, miss.
So b squared plus b plus 10 b minus 5 b plus 3. All right, give me a minute. Let me just go from top to bottom just to make sure because we came so close. I just want to double check that it can't be factorized. All right, so we have b minus 5, b plus 3, and we have b times b plus 3, which is b squared plus 3b. And that into that goes b minus 5. So that's negative 2b plus 10, b squared plus b plus 10. Okay, so it can't be factorized. All right, so that's the answer. That's the answer. All right, Imani.
Okay,
21,
miss.
20, 21. Go ahead.
Okay, miss. So the denominator would be p minus 2 bracket and bracket p minus 4p minus 4p plus 3
So p minus 2,
and 4p plus 2.
4p plus 3. All right, and in the numerator we have
And in the numerator, it would be p into the denominator would give you
p minus 2 into the denominator.
sorry, miss. P minus 2 into the denominator would give you 1 times 4p plus 3 minus 4p plus 3 into denominator will give you 2 times 2p, 2 times p minus 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then we would expand the brackets. So 1 times 4p plus 3 is 4p plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
And negative 2 times p is negative 2p. And negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4.
Mm-hmm.
So when we expand that now, we're going to get,
Simplify.
sorry, simplify. 2, so 4p minus 2p is 2p plus 7, plus 3 plus 4 is 7. All over p minus 2 and 4p plus 3.
So 2p plus 7 over
P minus 2 and
p
2p,
minus 2,
and 4p plus 3.
4p plus 3. All right, whose turn now, John?
Well, I think it was us. Yes,
Hmm?
no one is that. It's a blank.
All right, John, your turn.
Okay. So, 4 minus x plus 5 minus.
4 over x.
Yes, it's 4 over x plus 5 over 2x minus x over 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't don't miss the number that's common to all of them. If it's 2x.
The LCM,
Yes, it's LCM is 2x.
2x.
Yes. So, x into 2x goes 2 times, the 4 times 4 is 8.
All right, so 4 2 is 8.
Plus, so much 2x into 2x goes 1 time, this 5 times 1,
Mm-hmm.
which is 5.
Mm-hmm.
And x over, okay, so this 2 into 2x goes x times, so it'd be x times x, which is x squared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this 8 plus 5 is 13, so it'd be 13 minus x squared over 2x.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's the final answer.
All right, so in putting them in order of power, so that's negative x squared plus 13 over 2x.
Yes, miss.
All right, and that's the last one.
That's it.
That's the last. Yeah, that's the last one.
I thought that was
So that's as many as I have for simplifying. So what we're going to be doing when we do this session again, we're going to be transposing or making one letter the subject of the equation, right?
yes,
So
miss.
you guys can do some practice on that.
Yes, miss.
That's what we're going to be doing next time, as well as I think we can also do some worded problems.
Yes,
All
miss.
right. Yeah. So it's almost an hour. Almost. All right. Oh, Latoya wants me to send the link, but we're wrapping up now, Latoya. That's all for tonight. So some sessions we go for the 2 hours. Some sessions we do an hour roughly. So this is one of them. All right, so I'll see you in the next live class. Enjoy your weekend.
Bye, miss. Bye,
Miss.
Manny.
Bye. Enjoy
Bye,
your
John.
weekend.
Please remember, we're not just solving math problems, we're changing lives.
Thank you, Amari. We're certainly changing lives. We certainly are changing lives.
Yes, miss.
Okay, so take care, guys. Have a nice weekend.
You too, miss.
CSEC math students, I know you are busy preparing for your math tests and your CSEC exams coming up. I have a very important question to ask you. Do you like my new hat? Thank you. Now, another important question. Have you ever gotten a math problem wrong simply because of making one little mistake? I'm sure you have, as thousands of other students have. Now, in this series, we're going to be looking at the common mistakes that students make with all the topics in CSEC math. We're going to look at the common errors, demystify everything. Make sure you watch every video in this series so that you can avoid making those mistakes. So stay tuned. Hello scholars. Did you know that most times when students get problems wrong in mathematics is as a result of one single error or one mistake? Well, this is absolutely true, and we're going to be looking at the common errors that students make in the different topics in mathematics. If we know the errors beforehand, we can certainly avoid making them. Are you ready? Come on, take my hand.